wait. You can start reading.
Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yes, shalom.
Okay, we'll continue from last week that you see this word shalom. Remember, Hebrew is read from right to left. English normally is from left to right, but Hebrew is from left to right the other way. You have learned about the consonants, and today we are going to learn about the vowels. The vowels that is consists of dots and dashes. After that, you know how to read. Okay, let's see this word shalom in Hebrew. Here, the first letter here. Okay, let me take my pointer first. Where's my pointer? Okay, I got my pointer now. Okay, the first one is Shin. Okay, so before I start, everybody please mute yourself first. This is Shin, and then this is a vowel. And we have a lamed here, and this is another vowel, it's a holomoa, and another one, mem here is the suffix form. So this word is shalom, it means peace, and also hello, and also can be said goodbye too. So we are going to learn this today, the vowels. It's called nikud in Hebrew. Okay, imagine that we can only read and write the consonants. This word in English, what do you think it is? Okay, now you're allowed to unmute and just tell me. Let's have some fun here. What do you think this word is?
Football.
Football. The second line?
We like to play football.
Where got here? Don't have? The first word here?
Who likes to play football?
Who likes to play football? Maybe. And then what about the last line?
So
Yes.
this letter is made from polycarbon.
From
Polycarbon. Hey, how do you all know how to read when there is no vowels? You are good. That means you know English. If you do not English, I'm sure that you can't read it out, right? So that's what happened in okay, sorry. It's on the word football here. These are the consonants. And then we have the vowels. And the one I show you, there are no vowels. It takes some time for you to figure out. But because you are so good, so you know that it is the word is called football, although the vowels is missing. This is what happened right now in Hebrew language. They only show the consonants. The ancient Hebrews was written only with consonants. So if you want to learn the Hebrew consonant, well, it's a tough time for us because we do not know what vowel is that, whether it's A, E, I, O, U, we do not know. That's a problem that the Nikuds was much later introduced. It was introduced so to indicate so that we know how to read. Okay, so the earlier ancient one, they do not have vowels, and there are also some way to indicate how to read. They call it matrilectionist. Mothers are reading that they use consonants to represent certain vowels, but it's rather confusing. We will tell you more about matrilectionist later. So around 9th century, that's lately. That means ancient time, there's no vowels. Only around 9th centuries. So it's so difficult to read. So the Hebrew vowel system, we call it Nikud, was introduced so that they themselves know how to read, and we also are able to learn Hebrew much easier. This is out of necessity. Why? Because the Jews in diaspora, that means they are being dispersed the whole over the world, all over the world. They forgot their mother tongue. They themselves do not know how to read. So in order to learn Hebrew, this Nikuts is introduced again. But they are added very carefully without compromising the integrity of Hebrew text. So the Nikud indicator is they use dots and dashes that function as vowels. Look at these Hebrew words from Psalms 1364. Do you see here the two dots here and then one dot here, dot and dashes? What is that? Something like a T shape here. And all this one at the bottom row here, these are the Nikuts. Oh, there are some is on top. They're like balls like that that's bouncing everywhere. And oh, not only that, there are some consonants. Remember this hey that we taught you? This one also it functions as a Nikud here. Oh yes, Waf. Shalom. There's a Waf there with a dot here. This one also functions as a Nikud, some vowels. Yod also. So you can see that the consonants like Yod, Waf, He, and this one also there's a Waf with a dot in the middle or top there. It functions as Nikuds. We are going to teach you today. Yes, this is called Matal Rationis. Yeah, the Matal Rationis, it means that they use consonant like He, Waf, or Waf to indicate, to use as a Nikuds. We will teach you step by step. From the 10th century, we look at the Hebrew Bibles. Now they have Nikuds here. You see the two dots here, dashes, and then three dots, two dots, three dots, and the three dots where sometimes in triangle shape, sometimes it's one line, dashes here, and there. These are all the it's a Hebrew Bible, not ancient one, the Hebrew 10th century Hebrew Bible with Masoretic pointing that is with the Nikuds. 20% of the world language use the 5 vowels, and Bahasa Malaysia also the 5 vowel is A, E, I, O, U. We are very lucky that this A, E, I, O, U in Hebrew is just like Bahasa Malaysia. A for A, E, I, E, O, U, U. A, E, O, U. You just pronounce just like Bahasa Malaysia. You got it. So it's very simple. So there are how many Nikuds? 5. A, E, I, O, U. 5 Nikuds. But Hebrew being Hebrew is very special. A. Look at A here. They have one whole group. There are 3 signs here. E, there's also a group here. I got 1 here. And O, there are 3 signs here. And U, got 3. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you step by step. Pay attention, and you are on the way of how to read. It's so interesting and easy. So I would like you to know, when you go through YouTube and check, there are actually some are very quite different. They teach different methods. Basically, there are 2 groups of Jews or 2 branches of Judaism that immersed in Middle Age. They are differ slightly in the way they speak Hebrew. So just be aware that there are one group is called Sephardic Jews. They remember S here. They live in Spain and linked to Babylonian Jews. And another one is Ashkenazic Jew, living in Germany and France. They are linked to Palestine and Rome. Here, Germany, remember, we have Naji. So remember here, there's Naji here. So from Ash ke Nazi. So you can remember that. Ashkenazic Jews. So there are two groups of Jews. The way they speak are a bit different, and the culture also a little bit different. That's why that the Hebrew, sometimes you can see that they sound a little bit different from different groups. And in a Shylock, in the Shakespeare Merchant of Venice, separate or Ashkenazic? Don't worry, it doesn't matter to us because we are here to learn Biblical Hebrew. Our aim is to learn Biblical Hebrew. Why? It's not to differentiate whether what we are learning is Sephardic or Ashkenazi, but it's most important for us to read and understand Old Testament in its original language. And also very important, brothers and sisters, we are learning, our purpose is to understand Old Testament, not to go into Judaism, because Hebrew, some people say, oh, I want to learn more pure, better Hebrew from the Jews, and sometimes the Jews are still in Judaism. We don't be sucked into Judaism. We have to be careful on that. So on the first lesson, we have told you that. Please remember. So when we learn about Nikud, you will see that in the YouTube, Nikud or Nikud, N-I-K-U-K or K-K-U-K or N-I-Q-Q-U-O-D. So there are different words that are being used because there are, remember, two groups of Jews. And among the two main groups, there are also smaller groups. They did not standardize the transliteration, Nikud or Nikud. Later, we will teach you about A vowel is kamas. Some people say, hey, it's not kamas, it's kamas. Oh, another group say kamas. What is this? Actually, all these things, it means the same, is the vowel A that we are going to teach you soon. Same also, the spelling that they will go different, in different Suruk K or Suruk Q here, or Surak, they are actually the same thing. Kirik or Chirik, oh, it looks a bit different. Kubus, K, start with K, K-U-B-U-T-Z, or Q-U, K or Q, Q or Ki. Well, it means the same thing. Oh, it's rather confusing. Don't worry, I'm trying to get you through. When I teach you about Nikud, it's actually Nikud the same. When I teach you about Kamas, some will go into other different spelling. Why? Because of these two main group of Jews. Not only that, there are also other smaller group. They did not standardize the words or didn't standardize the transliteration. Just like if you're learning about Chinese, Papa, it means a father, is a B-A-B-A because it's China, they make it. For China, is everybody using the same. But there are also Taiwan and other, they use different. So we follow China. So it's everything is standardized. But for Israel, although it's a small country, they did not standardize. There's all this that it might cause a little bit of confusion. So I hope that you understand that. So don't let this worry you because they are all the same for the time being, for all the same. Okay, so some people will argue, which one is more pure? Hokkien, no? Some people say, maybe Hokkien is more pure, they use in the palace, or is it Teochew? Don't worry. If you know how to speak Hokkien, just speak, or still speak Teochew, just speak. Don't worry, which one is more pure? Here, like commas or comments, which one? Both also can use. Okay, so now after I tell you that there's no standardization, you will go to one that we think that's easiest for you. Okay, remember we got 5 class of vowels, A, E, I, O, U. We start with the first one, class vowels, A for R. Okay, now everybody pick yourself and then you just practice the word R. A for R, just like exactly like Bahasa Malaysia. Yes, please mute yourself, then you can practice reading. The first one, okay, everybody please mute yourself. Mute up, please mute up, so that you don't disturb the rest. So this one is the first vowel introduced you. It's just like a T shape. It's called kamas. The kamas here is here. Is the transliteration is A with a bar on top. This bar is the exact word is called macron. So it's a you can easily say like a word a bar here is a R. It sounds like R, and it's long tone. The second one is sorry.
Can I interrupt for a while?
Yeah.
The kamats. Can we go back to the kamats again? Sorry, yeah. Just to help you to remember kamats, remember the word comets. Comets. Halley's comet. Okay. Okay. Halley's comet. Halley's comet has got a tail here. Look at the tail over here. So if you want to remember this is kamats, remember Halley's comet. Okay. This is just mnemonic for you to remember. Okay.
It's not working well. Okay, I start from here. Okay, kamas here. So remember about comets. That is a way that we remember like comets with a tail. You
Tail.
also can remember, say that this is a T for comets. The second one is also a vowel, is patah. Remember like the Bahasa Malaysia, patah, that means it's broken. Just like a stick that is been broken.
Yeah, the T has been
Patah.
broken. The vertical part has been broken.
Yeah, the vertical part is been broken, so it's shorter. So it's also R sound, but it's shorter. This is kamas, it's a long tone. This is R. It's a shorter, just like the piece, the vertical piece is being broken. So it's shorter voice, shorter tone.
Okay, remember kamats, actually, if you have to write like a T, it takes a longer time for you to write, right? So it's a longer A vowel. So patah is a short one, just right across it. That means it's a short vowel, short A vowel. That's how you can remember. Kamats longer, and patah, one straight line, is short A vowel.
Okay, the third one is called hataf patah, with the two dots at the side of patah. So hataf here, it actually means half. That means half of patah. That means it is actually a very short sound. So a reduced vowel. This two dot is also called swa, but it's a swa itself is not a vowel. It's a combination with patah, and it shortens the sound. So the transliteration is A with, I call this a smile. You know, ha ha ha, just smile a little bit. So it's a very short R. So kamas is a long one. Okay, everybody please mute yourself and read this together with me. Long sound. Patah is R. It's a short tone. R. Hataf patah is very, very short. Please mute yourself when you practice reading. Please mute yourself. Thank you. So it's kamas, patah, and hataf kamas is very short sound. If I combine with consonant, this consonant is resh, and this with a kamas, so it's R, transition R, and A with a bar, R-A, Ra. So it sounds now as Ra. It's just like Bahasa Malaysia, R-A, Ra. It's a long sound. Ra.
Ra.
Okay, this is a verb. It's a V, V-A, bar. So this is a short one, it's bar. And Aleph has no sound. So there's no sound here, but down here is Hata Pata, it's a short one, so it's ah. So it takes the sound of Hata Pata, it sound only ah. So what do you notice about the A class vowels? Isn't it? We see that they are two dots and it also have a lot of lines. It consists of the lines, the horizontal lines and the long phone with a vertical lines. That's how you identify it.
So as long as you see a line, whether it is a one line or it is a T line, it's an A class vowel. Okay,
Yes.
A class
So
vowel.
this is Kamas, and in some cases, some others, they will pronounce it as Kamas, K-A. Some Kamas, they are, all this means the same thing, Kamas, here, this vowel. And the second, Pata, can be also T-A-A or T-A-A-H or but T-A-C-H, and some will pronounce as Patet. Whatever this is, it means A vowel. And Hata Pata can be also Pate Pate. It means the same thing. Other than this, we have a vowel point plus the vowel letters. We have a Kamas here and we have He here. It's called Kamas He. All this four, 1, 2, 3, 4, all these are A class vowel. So you see the difference now. For Bahasa Malaysia, R is only one. English, you got, of course, you got sometimes you got long or short term or other things. But for Hebrew, the A here got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Kamas is a long tone R, but Bata is a shorter tone R, and Hataf is very short R. And Kamas here is got the H sound here, like la, no la, this is like that. The transliteration, we have to pay attention. In order to different orders, the transliteration for Kamas is A with a buyer. The former term is called a macron. It's a long vowels. Bata is A, just an A. It's a short vowel, tone short. Hata Pata, if we have small here, the form of the term is called a brief. It's a reduced vowel, very short. Whereas the Kamas here, the transliteration is A with, I call it an arrowhead. Remember arrow long, the historical long. Why is called historical long? Because it has a consonant here in an ancient time. So we name it as historical long. It's a long A. Remember like arrow that go up. So note the Hebrew translation is not standardized, resulting in variation. As what we tell you earlier, there are at least two main groups of Jews that cause all this variation. Don't worry, you just recognize it and you just learn it by one of it, and you know that there are sometimes different spelling. Okay, how do we sound A here? This is a bad, so B-A, ba, long one. So mute yourself and practice with me. Ba, a long sound. And here is ba, short. This one is a reduced one with the Hataf Kamas is a short one, ba. And this one, the arrowhead here is ba, the H, B-H, ba. So it's very important about the transliteration, the A with a bar or itself or small or arrowhead. Remember with a small, just a little, it's a reduced one. This one A normal one. When it's a bar, it's a longer sound, and historical one also a long tone sound. Okay, got it right? Now the A vowels got 4 types here. So transliteration is very important. Why? With transliteration, you know how to read. Once you know the transliteration, you know how to read. That's why we keep on emphasizing, please know your consonants. Once you know the consonants, and then you add in your vowels, now you can read. For this Kamaske, it only occurs at the end of a word, just like how are you, la la, always at the end. Okay, you have learned the first one. So now we come to the second vowel, E class. Just like Bahasa Malaysia, E for air. It is the sign is 2 dots here. Just like our 2 eyes here. This is called sere. Sere is a long sound. Air. Mute yourself and read with me. Air. Second one with 3 dots, just like your 2 eyes with a nose here, is called sego. It's fixed and it's a short sound. Air. Translation, E only. The third one, oh, so many dots. Remember the 2 here is swa. Once you see the swa, it reduces the sound. It's only half. Ataf. Ataf sego. It's a reduced sound. It's a very short sound with a smile. Eh, eh. And this 2 itself is a half a vowel. It's called swa. And this is very much reduced. It's an inverted E. This is very special. It's an inverted V. You have a vocal swa and silent. We'll teach you a bit later. This one, if it has sound, it's a very short eh. Very short and very light sound with inverted E, shorter than Hataf Sego. So I repeat, sere, remember 2 eyes like that, long, sego, Hataf Sego, short, swa, all the more, shortest, very short and light. So we have here, this group, actually there are 3 only, but we include in swa for you is a half vowel because it also sounds like air here. That is it looks like a sound that is very close to E class vowels.
Can I just add one part here? The sere here, look at the word sere, it's like 2 eyes, right? And stretch it as long as you can. Sere. Let's say together, sere. So it will help you to remember it's a long E vowel. Sego, you take a dart and you throw the dart there. Sego, you know? So it's very fast, okay? It's short, okay? Sego, sego. So it's a short E vowel, just to help you to remember.
Yes. And remember, sere, long. Sego.
Yeah. Sego.
That. Thank you. So what do you notice about the E class vowels? Do you see all the dot, 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 dot? So they consist of at least 2 or more dots. A class vowel, they have lines, and then E class have dots. So every time for Hebrew, we read the consonant first. This is Lamed, and then translation is L, and you have a sere here is L-E. So L-E, le, long sound, le. This is Resh. Resh is R. Translation R. R-E, re. Short sound, re. Aleph. Aleph, no sound. So it take the sound or the vowel here. Ataf Sego, very short, And this is Fei with a very short one. Fei. Very, very short. Fei and very light. Fei. Fei. Short and light. Okay, let's practice here with the E vowel. We have Gimmer here. G-E, K. So it's a long K. Yeah, before that, let's see the translation. This is Sere, E with a bar, Sego with E only, and Hataf Sago with a smile. And this is, oh, there's one more, it's called Sereyok. This is called Sereyok. This is Sereyok, it's a long sound. It's also historical long. It's a long with an arrow here. It's a long, long sound. Okay. So we have here, it sounds as gay, long sound, gay, G-E, and this one with bad, B, B-E, bay, and swa, S-H-E, sure, sure. Sorry, this is very short, sure, 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 very short, sure. And the next one, R-E, R-E, rare, this is a long one, rare. So we have again, gay, second one is short, bay, sorry, bay, sorry, short one, bay. This one is a very short one, sure. And long one, rare, long one. See, you
Okay.
are reading.
Just look at the smile. Just look at the smile there. It looks
Mhm.
like a half a circle, right? So
Mhm.
this to help you to remember Hataf Sego is half of the Sego itself. The sound that is half of the Sego itself. It's not look at the top there. The top there.
Mhm.
Half a circle, right? It's only half a circle. It's not a complete circle. So it's Hataf Sego. You know, even shorter, half of the Sego sound.
Yes, half of the Sego. So it's a smile here, a half a circle. That's right. So Sereyo is a R. Remember, R is a consonant. So it's a vowel letter plus a vowel point. So this is also called historic long letter. Okay, let's come to the vowel I. Just like Bahasa Malaysia, I for E. I vowel with a short vowel, and it happens with a dot that is below here, below the consonants here. Imagine that what we learned about I here, if I put a mirror, the I is inverted. It's just like a ball there. Imagine that if you are in the class, I give you a ball, then you will pick up the ball. So this is the I vowel, I for E. And the name is called Hiri. 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 So this is He plus an I here, H-I, He. So how does it sound? He. It's a short sound, He. So if I do is He, He. So I like this, He. It's a short vowel. This is Hiri, that is a short vowel. Okay, let's play a game here. Remember that you pick up the ball from the ground. It's just like our eye here. Then you throw the ball. Throw to the top here. And this is the O vowel. And then the ball will go zoom and then go down another ball. Oh, you catch a ball is in the middle. And this is the U vowel. So this is the way that we will teach you how to remember these three vowels. The I vowel is below, the dot is below, and O vowel is on top, and U is below. So it's I, O, U.
In the middle,
Did I
in the
owe
middle.
you anything? I think you owe me something, some of you. Do you owe me any assignment? Pass up, huh? Just kidding. Okay, So O is on top, it's a long vowel, it's a vowel point with a dot on top. On top here, on top of the consonant. I is at the bottom and O is on the top. It's called holum. This is called a holum. The translation is O long with a bar here. So this is a vowel bad. It's also a dot here, but the dot is not bottom, it's on top. On the top and it's on top. So it's called a vowel O. So B-O, bo. It's a long vowel, so it's longer sound. Bo. And this is pay, 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 P, P-O, O. O, long sound. Bo, O. So I is at the bottom. Also one dot. The dot is on the bottom. Eric. And O is on top. And okay, the O vowels. Remember, there's another vowels. It's called holum waf. You have learned about this here. It's a waf. Waf, when this waf, we add in a dot here, it becomes an O vowel, which is long vowels. And this is a vowel letters. We call it vowel letters because this is, waf is a letter or consonant with a dot on top. It's a long, long O. The transliteration is a O with a circumflex or arrowhead. So it's O. So if I have a consonant, if I have a consonant here, bad, B, O. So it's bo, long sound, bo.
Oh.
P-O, bo, long sound. So, O vowels. We also have a short one. What is this? You have just learned that this is kamas, right? But this kamas, there is sound A, there's R. Sometimes it becomes, it can be also an O one. It looks exactly the same. Sorry. Okay. This one is an A class vowels. We are just taught you. But guess what? Sometimes it's been designated as a short vowel. So it pronounced as O. It's O, the short one, O. So kamas got two faces. Sometimes, most of the time, it's A class vowel. It sounds R. But at certain conditions, certain time, it is O class vowel. It's called kamas hatuf, not hataf, hatuf. And it sounds O. When is it that the same thing is A class or O class? This one need another lecture. If you need to know, you have to find out a bit more later. But now I'm just telling, this kamas got two faces. Most of the time, A class, at times, it's O. Another one. Remember the schwa here will reduce the sound, and this is called ataf kamas, half ataf kamas. And here the kamas, it is definitely a short O. O. This is O. This is O. Very short one. If I have an aleph here, it sounds O. Okay. Now we have the another vowel U. U vowel, U for U. Remember? IOU? I, the hirik, we start from the ball from the bottom. O vowels is the dot is on top. And now we come to U. I, O, U. U is at the middle. I at the bottom. O, dot on top. And U, the dot is in the middle. How it goes? It is above with a dot in the middle. And the translation is used with an arrow here. So the sound is oo, a long tone. Ooh. This one is called a suruk or suraj. Suruk or suraj, same. So this is a vowel letter with a dot in the middle of ba. If I have a gimel, G, G, gu. It's a long one. G, gu. That's how it goes. B, bad, B. B, boo. Long sound. One situation is U with an arrow hit here. I have another U vowel that consists of 3 dots, just like 3 bottom, go downstairs. Is ooh, is kubus. These are the vowels with the 3 dots below the consonant. Example, I have a cough here and the 3 dots here. So it sounds as cool. Sorry, it's short vowel, cool. It's a short one, cool. And G, gimel is G, Gu, gu. The transliteration is U, that is U. U for U, just like Bahasa Malaysia. U, U. U, gu. Okay, we have learned A, E, I, O, U, or R, E, E, O, U. Let's name the vowel.
Quiz time.
Okay, what is this? Okay, now you can unmute yourself. What is this? Please unmute and tell me what is this?
The hint is you break that one part of the kamats.
Patah. Patah.
Right. Son,
Kamas.
Kamas, like comet, right. Next.
Patah. Patah.
Yeah, right. The swa here means half. Ataf kamas. And what's the vowel class?
Hatta
What class
pata,
is
sorry,
that?
hatta pata.
Yeah, right.
Hatta pata.
Yeah, right. What ataf pata, correct. What is the vowel class?
A class.
A.
Okay.
All right. Very
How do you know
clever.
it's A class? What's the hint? As long as you see what?
The dash, the lines.
Yes. As long as you see the line.
Yes. The dash,
It's an A
the
vowel.
lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are all the lines here. Okay. So what is this?
E class.
Serray. Remember the long one, serray.
Sorry.
Next one?
Sego.
Sego, right. Next,
Atas sego.
right, atas sego. Toe. What's the vowel class?
E class. E class.
Very
What's a
good.
hint that is an E class vowel?
With dots.
Got 2 or more
Mhm.
dots. 2 or more dots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 or more dots.
The rest are
Next.
all just 1 dots. Huh?
This is
IOU
a
is just
dot.
1 dot.
If this is dot that is below, then what is this?
Shirik.
This is I class.
High class, that's right. Oh,
Hirik.
sorry.
Hi.
Eric.
The dot here, if the dot is below, is I class. If it's on top of the vowel,
And it's O class.
class, and it's a middle,
Middle.
Received it.
U is the
Yeah.
middle.
yeah, I, O, U. Remember this. I think this is very good. I really love this. I owe you. Then you remember, you owe me, then you learn.
Yep.
Okay, then the vowel class. So this one is a whole vowel letter and a vowel. This is a what is this?
Wow.
O.
That's vowel.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Wow.
Vowel.
Wow.
Holem va. So if we have a verb here, this is a holem.
Verb.
Yes, this is the O class. O class is holem, or this one is a holem va. Okay, this is in middle. What do you call this?
U plus.
U class, you're right. What do you
U.
call this vowel? This is left side, not right, left side of the consonant. Bu, U.
U.
Or it could be also the three dots. Three dots, what do you call this?
U.
Kubus. So it can be Bu, kubus here. The vowel class is,
U.
U.
yeah, right, U. Okay, let's
Excuse me,
Um,
can you explain the vowel letter, the one, the last one that you use vowel, what's it called?
letter.
The vowel and letter and vowel sound. So instead of a dot, you wrote something like a what? This one looks like a VAV, V-A-V.
This is a vowel with a dot. A
Okay.
vowel is a consonant itself. When the
Okay.
vowel, you have a dot, it functions as a vowel, U vowel. So
So
it's a
if
U.
on top is the O vowel, in the middle is a U vowel. Is that correct?
This
So
the whole thing is a vowel. The vowel is called stress, and it sounds as U.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand that. So when the dot is in the center, it become a U class. The dot is on top, it become an O class.
Yes,
that
correct. Correct.
Yeah, you're right.
Remember the throwing of the ball itself, I owe you.
Yeah.
Okay, the U is the one, the guy is standing there and the ball just drops in the middle of where the, where he's holding his hands like that.
You can see clearly here that O here, the dot is on top. Okay, the dot is on top. U, I here, the dot is at the
Below.
bottom.
Below. Yeah.
Bottom, below. And then the U, I, O, U. I, bottom, O on top, and U is at the middle here.
How
Okay.
many consonants are in this category? 3 or 4?
Which category?
I mean the one when you change the consonant to become a vowel. Because like this one is vowel, you put dot, then it become O or U. But what about H? H you put dot.
We will teach you, don't worry. Yeah, let's go step by step. That one is called maturation. We will teach you in a little while. Okay, we will go step by step. Okay, the basic one here, we have 5 vowels here. A, E, I, O, U. Now, what about how it sounds with bad? Bad, the transliteration is B. So, B with a class. So, B-A, ba. And then we have a patha is a short sound. So, how it sound? Ba. And then with a kamas is longer tone. Ba. And with a atap kamas, it is a short sound that is ba. So it's ba, ba, and ba. And the very important is the transliteration, that this is BA, kamas with BA with a ba, and with hatap Atapatha is a smile here. This transliteration is very important. Why? It enables you to read. read the sound and also the tone that is long or short. Now I'm exaggerating a bit that is long sound, ba. Second one, shorter ba, and the third one that is short ba. But in normal reading, you sometimes they will mix up that you can't differentiate whether it's like long or short. Okay, don't worry. This is a theory. We just follow a theory first that whether the sound is not short or long. Okay, now you come to the air. Okay, I want you to practice on air. With the sego, how do you read?
Be.
Be. Okay, and then with the two, sorry, this sego. With sere, you read as
Be.
be, long. With a swa here, very short, inverted e is be, very short, be. And then, what is that? Two dash, two dash here, it means there's no sound. Sometimes the swa here, it means that no sound. Whether it has sound or no sound, we will teach you in a little while. Don't worry. Okay, now we have hear it. Hear it here, B, back will be B-I, transition B-I. How does it sound?
B.
B. And then with a hear it, yo, it's a long sound with an arrowhead. How it sound?
E.
E, right. O for O. O is on top with the dot on. B-O,
Bo.
how it sound? Bo.
Bo.
And then second one,
Please mute yourself.
someone please,
Mute the sound, the Mandarin one.
William, Stephen, you help me to mute,
Okay,
to
because
mute them.
I can't control the without moving your thing on this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, who is it?
William, I think it's William.
Okay. I think it's muted already, right?
Yeah, muted already.
Yeah, okay.
B-O here. Okay, let's come back again with a Holland Wolf is B-O. How it sound? Long sound. Bo.
Bo.
Then here we have the U for U with the kubus here is Bu.
Bo.
Bu. With a long one with the surat here is boo, longer sound. Okay, now you are learning the sounds ready. Let's try another one. Okay, we have Gimel here. How do you read the first one? G-A?
A. G.
G-A? Ga. Second one? Kamas?
It's
Ga. Also ga,
Ga.
but longer. Third one?
Ga.
Ga. That's right. So together. Ga.
Ga.
Yeah. Okay, the E. E for air. So this is G-E.
G.
Okay.
G.
Second one?
G.
A. Third one?
G.
G. Short. Okay, with hearing. Hearing is, the dot is down here. G-I.
G.
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 E. Hearing yo.
G.
E. So G. Yeah. Yeah, it means tip in Bahasa Malaysia. Oh, we have O now. O, Olam, the dot is on top. O,
Go.
go. Olamwa,
Go.
go. Right. Okay, U. U is U. With the kubus here, U,
Go.
go. With the surah is
Go.
go. Okay, now you know how to read and remember how to transliterate. This is important for your assignment that we are going to give you, that you must transliterate with the here, whether with a bar or a smile or the arrowhead, you need to learn that. Okay, now we go very quickly with the hey here. Hey with the A vowel. H-A.
Ha.
Ha. Second one.
Ha.
Ha, third one.
Ah.
Ha, ha. Okay, the third, we have the E one now is with the sego.
A.
A, second one.
A.
A, third one.
Hey,
Hey, yeah, hey, hey, hey. Okay, third one, I like this.
I-
Hearing.
He.
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 Next.
He.
He. I'm laughing at you. Now, ho, 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 ho. O, H-O,
O. O.
ho. Olema.
O.
Oh, that's right. Ho, ho. Then we have the U vowel here with the kubus is
Who.
who, who. You are right. Isn't it fun? And now we got the pay here. Pay. Okay, the first one. Let's be faster a bit. First one,
hey,
pa.
Pay.
Second one,
Pa. Pa.
pa. Third one,
Pa.
pa. That's right. Okay. Next, we have the
Pay.
here sego. Pay, pay,
He.
pay. This is long. Next,
He.
pay. Okay. So we got the hearing here. P-I,
He.
P. Next,
O.
P. Long. Okay. Holem now. Holem. P-O.
O.
O. Next, O. Next, we got the kubus here. P-U.
Who.
U. Next,
Who.
O. See, you are reading. Isn't it easy? Remember the transliteration that you must transliterate exactly with either see the what kind of a kubut, what kind of a liquid is it, and then the translation with a bar or a mouth that it has to be exact. Okay, now Stephen, to you.
Okay. Now, just now you all learned all these vowels and long vowels and so on, right? Remember just now, Angie mentioned that around the 9th century AD, we have the Masoretic Likud, all the dots and all the dashes, the lines. Okay. Now, before this, there were also some vowels, okay, which were actually using consonants, okay, and these are what we call the Mater's lectionis. They are also known as mothers of reading. Okay, so if you wait, let me see how come I cannot control. Wait,
You click on the screen one time, then you can control it. I've given you the control.
okay, wait, I click already.
You click on the screen, then you can control it.
No, I click already. Click many
You can
times
control
already.
it. You are controlling.
Auto accept all requests and so on.
You move it, see, you are controlling it. I'm not moving it.
Yeah, I'm controlling, but I cannot move the slide.
Put enter.
Okay.
You must click the
Okay,
click on the
I'll
screen.
click and enter. Okay.
Can already. It's done.
Yeah, use enter then.
Ah.
Okay, so in Latin, mater lectionis actually means mothers of reading. Okay, and these are actually what you call the long vowels that you saw. Okay, which has got this arrow sign on top. Okay, remember this is the arrow sign. It's a rocket. Okay, a rocket takes a long time to get to the moon, so it is a long vowel sound. Okay, so remember that. Just now, the other one I mentioned is this thing here. It's like half the circle. So hataf sego, hataf pata, hataf kamat. Okay, and then you have the one line on top of the, let's say for example the letter A, the class A. One line means it's a long vowel. Okay, and then you have the A here. Okay, and then of course you have A over here with the half of the circle. So this is Ataf. And then you get a rocket sign, the arrow sign that goes up like a rocket, going all the way up to the moon. So it's a long vowel. Okay. Try to remember that way. It will be very easy for you. So when you see no sound, okay, it's just an A. When you got a line there on top, that means you must emphasize it a bit. Okay. Then you have half of the circle, okay, half only, yeah. So it's Ataf, Ataf, okay, Hataf Kamat, Hataf Patah, okay. So it's half, okay. And then you have the arrow one, which like the rocket goes all the way. It's a long vowel. Okay, this is what it is, long vowel over here. See, a long vowel. And this is what they use in the Old Testament. Sometimes you see, for example, some of these long vowels existing, okay? And they didn't have the dots and the dashes at that point in time, okay? But they knew that this consonants, so-called consonants like Waf, Yod, He, and so on, they knew that these are the ones that are designated to become vowels at the same time. Okay, so that is what meter lectionist is. There's now somebody asked about, how do you know this is the vowel and this is not a consonant? Okay, this is what basically it is all about, meter lectionist. Okay, now let's see if I can, okay, I have to use enter in order to move. Okay, there are several of them. Okay, one is Aleph, He, Waf, and Yod. There are 4. Okay, just now somebody asked how many long vowels are there. Okay, using the consonants, they become vowels. There are 4 of them. Aleph, He, Waf, and Yod. Okay, right. So this is what do you call that? This is very rare. Okay, this is very rare. Aleph one is a very rare one. Okay, He is, oh, sorry. He is when you have the kamats. Okay, maybe I think it's over here. You see, you have the kamats, He, okay? So this is the long A vowel, very long, because why? It has got the head of the rocket, like an arrow that goes to the moon. Takes a long time to reach the moon. So your A is a long A vowel, okay? And then you have another one, okay. So that's a long A vowel. See the rocket head there, the arrow sign there that shows like a rocket goes up to the moon. Okay, then the other one is the Waf. Okay, Waf with the dot in the middle. Okay, you remember what is this vowel? You remember? Somebody can remember this?
Wow.
U.
No.
U.
U, yes. It's a long U vowel. Okay,
IOU.
it's called shuruk.
Shuruk.
Okay, remember the IOU? The
Yes.
boy picks up the ball from the bottom. It's just like the dot on the I on top, but now you're having a mirror image of it. Is the dot is actually at the bottom. So he's picking up the ball. He say I, and then he throws as high as he can. Then it reaches the top is a O, and then when when the other boy receives it, he's actually standing straight. Okay, his hand is at the middle there. Okay, middle there, both hands. I don't know whether you can see my video. It's like he's holding his hand here, and the ball just drop on his middle. I mean, in between his it's somewhere middle in the middle here. So he receives the ball. Okay, if I just draw it nicely here, okay, for you, then you understand what I'm trying to say. Imagine this boy here, he's standing, okay? He's standing over here, right? Okay, no 3 legs, never mind, it's okay. But his hands is over here, middle, okay? His middle. So when the ball drops, okay, ball drops here, he's actually holding it nicely. So this is where the dot is, middle, in the middle. Just imagine this is a boy receiving the ball right there, okay? He's standing straight, okay? His hands are somewhere in the middle, and he's just receiving it. And that is what you call the shuruk. Shuruk is a long U vowel, okay? Why we use this one is to help you to remember going up to the rocket. I mean, going up to the moon. This is the rocket head. Okay, going up so it's a long U vowel. Okay, and then there's another one which is the dot on top. Remember the dot on top? When you throw the ball up there, what class vowel is this? When it's on top? Anybody? O. O. Okay, it's an O. O vowel. Okay. So when you have a dot on the vowel there, it's actually the Mater Lectionis. Okay. Because in the Old Testament, you don't see the dot there. Okay. You don't see the dot there. It is just the vowel only. Okay. Before the Masoretic text came about, there was no dot here. But this vowel here can be either a shuruk or it's a holam vowel. Okay, without the dot here, without the dot here. Okay, before the 9th century AD, there was no dot here. They only used the waf only. Okay, to denote shuruk or the holam waf. Okay, and holam waf is what you call the long O vowel. How do you remember it? You see the rocket sign, the top of the head here, like an arrow that goes up, rocket going up to the moon. Okay, it will help you to remember. It's a long O vowel. Okay, now this is all they don't teach you in the Hebrew class, right? We just try to help you to remember. Okay, and then you have Serei Yod. Serei Yod. Okay, Serei Yod is a long E vowel. Okay, long E vowel. So you know Serei is a long, right? Okay, and then you have a Yod even longer. So it's a Serei Yod, it's a long E vowel. Okay, and then you have the Hirik Yod. Okay, Hirik Yod is a long I vowel. Okay, so these are all the Mater Lectionis. Okay, Mater Lectionis. Okay, the dot, as I said, only came about in the 9th century AD. Okay, so before that, you don't have all the dots. So when you see a vowel here and a vowel here, you cannot really tell whether it's a U or it's an O class vowel. Okay, it's only people who know Hebrew, they will be able to tell you this is a O, this is a U. How they know? Because it's just like the word football. When I spell it as FTBLL, right? You already know it's football. Why not fat bell? You know, so that is where the confusion comes in, and that is why they introduced the Masoretic text in the 9th century AD by putting the dot on top to tell you this is an O vowel. Put a dot here middle is a U vowel. Okay, so that is basically what Nikud is all about. It's just to help you to know how to read your Hebrew text, okay, with the vowels, because they cannot simply change the Bible text. Instead, they can add in all the dots and the dashes, you know, just to help you to recognize whether this is an O, this is a U, this is a E, I, O, U, right? These are all the vowels. Without the vowels, the consonants alone, you cannot figure out, really, you cannot figure out, okay? For people who do not know English, FTBLL, they'll be wondering what it is, okay? But for us, we can guess it's football, depending on the context. It can also be fat bull, right? Depends on the sentence itself. It can be fat bell, it can be anything, right? But the dots and the dashes, Nikud, actually helps a lot, okay? It helps a lot. And that is why we need to learn the Nikud, and we can learn it in a way that is easy to remember, okay? Easy to remember. And this is something that will help you a lot when it comes to reading. Okay. No, I don't know why I cannot move the slide even when I enter. Let me share again. Stop share and share again. Okay. Let me see if I can share one more time. Okay. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay, now I press enter. Okay, so I have Hirik Yod already. Okay, see the arrowhead here. All right, remember the rocket. Okay. Still cannot use my mouse. Okay, so the syllables is formed very easy. Okay, it's formed with consonants and vowels. It's like if you have consonants and consonant, it's just two pieces of bread. You don't have jam inside there in between. So it's very hard to eat. It's just eating bread only. Okay, so you put a bit of jam in between, you put some sardine, that's the vowels. Okay, you need to have the vowels in order for you to form the syllables. Okay, the consonant we mark it as C, and then vowels we mark it as a V. Okay, so with consonant and vowel together, you put them together, okay, it becomes a syllable. Just like, for example, S-A. S is a consonant, A is a vowel. So when you put A-S-A together, it becomes sa. Okay, that's a syllable, all right? And so that's the same thing with Hebrew, right? You put a kof and a kamatz, it's a ka, okay? As simple as that. It's just as simple as that. Just that sometimes you look at so many lines, dots, and so on, you also cannot figure out how to read this. But remember, as long as you see the lines or dashes, you know it's an A class vowel. Whether it's long or it's a short one, that one, if you listen to the video later, you will be able to figure out this is a long A vowel because, right, it takes longer time for you to write the kamatz. For two lines, right? Not so it's ka, okay? Then when you put the syllables together, what does it form? It form a word. Okay, like for example, you got S-A, sa, then you got T-U, become satu. Okay, that's how we learn. I mean, a lot of us are Malaysians here. I use this something that we learn in school, satu, right? Then the teacher will say B-A, ba, B-I-B, ba, B, and then you will say P-I-N, pin, T-U, pin, tu. That's how we learn our bahasa, right? Our Malay language. Right? The same thing as well in Hebrew. So if you know the consonants and you know the nikud, right, you are able to form the syllable. And when you put those syllables together, you are able to read the word already. Okay, as simple as this. Okay, like for example, this one, ba ba. Okay, sorry, this is Hebrew. Okay, Beth, kamat, ba, resh, kamat, with the aleph there. You remember just now I said the aleph is actually a meter lectionist as well. Okay, so it's bara, okay, bara, okay, bara, okay, right, ba, okay, ba is actually, you look at here, it's a consonant, which is a beth, and then you have the vowel, which is the kamatz. So beth and the kamatz is the consonant and the vowel is actually a syllable. So it's ba, okay? And then you have the translation. Look at the line on top there, okay? To denote this is a long A vowel, okay? Ba, and then you have this one, rash, okay? Rash, which is a consonant, and then you have the kamatz here, and then you have the aleph here, which is a consonant in this case here as well. Sorry, this is a consonant, okay? So CBC means what? The consonant, vowel, and consonant. So the syllable, in other words, there are two types. One is just the consonant and the vowel, okay? So it's ba. The other one has got consonant, vowel, and consonant, right? Ra, okay? Just like in Malay as well, okay? Okay, pintu, for example, P-I-N-T-U, okay? Let's type it down here. Pin, okay? Then the other one is tu, pintu, okay? So this one will have consonant, vowel, and consonant, okay? So CVC, and then TU is just consonant and the vowel. So this is pintu, okay? Pintu. So this is how you actually transliterate your, or rather how you actually read your Hebrew text, okay? It's very easy. As long as you know how to read the consonants and you know the nikud, you will be reading next week already. Okay, let's look at the next slide. So if you have why I cannot move the next slide? Huh?
Okay,
Yeah, sorry.
now before you move, right?
Ah,
What is the purpose of putting aleph behind the? You already have the a vowel
yes.
under dash. Why
Okay,
do you want to put an aleph
remember-
again?
Remember
some-
previously before the 9th century AD, before the Masoretic text, where they put in all the dots and dashes, all the nikuts, right? In the Hebrew Bible that you see without the nikut one, you will actually use that aleph there, okay, as to give
For
you
a vowel.
to get a long a vowel kind of thing.
Okay.
You know, the metalectionist. Remember just now I mentioned, but
Yes, yes.
metalectionist, that is to help them to read. Okay, because there are four letters that they use to become vowels, long
Yeah.
vowels. That is
But what I'm trying to say is that because the pata, not the pata, the kamats underneath dash, right?
yes.
Already give the sound of a.
Okay, okay,
the
that is
aleph, the
that's
sound of
because you are looking at it from the Masoretic text. Before that, they didn't have it. They didn't have it at all.
Excuse me,
Yes.
excuse me. I
Yeah.
think can we leave the question and answers at the end because
Yeah.
very precious time. Some people
Okay.
have to go also. Let's
Okay,
finish
can.
first for question and answer. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, okay, every syllable begins with the open, okay, begins with a consonant and a vowel, okay? Sometimes the syllable may be open, all right? When it is open, okay, it ends with a vowel, okay? Like for example, pintu, okay, pintu, tu, okay, pintu, right? That is, okay, let me give you the example, pintu, okay? The consonant and the vowel, okay? So that is an open syllable, okay? If it's a consonant, vowel, and then it closes with a consonant as well, okay? That's a closed syllable, okay? So pin is actually a closed syllable, and tu is actually a open syllable, okay? Pintu, okay? So if you look at this one, shalom, right? It opened with the CV, Shah. Okay, this one here, Shah, Shah. Okay, so this is a CV, is a open syllable. Okay, open syllable. It only has a C and a consonant and a vowel. Okay, no closing consonant. The other one is the closed syllable because it closes with a consonant. Shalom, lum. Okay, lum. The mem here, is a consonant. Lamed is a consonant. This is a vowel. So this is a closed syllable. Okay, closed syllable. CVC. All right. So this is just to give you an idea. You know how it works in Hebrew. It's the same as well in other languages. Okay, especially in Bahasa, in Malay, right? Okay, so the word shalom here. So all this, once you understand, it makes your reading so much easier. Okay. Most labels are actually written with consonants and nikuts indicated that directly below the beginning sound, consonantal, and it's usually read in the direction of the C and a V. Okay, consonant first and then the vowel followed with the vowel. Okay, but there are some cases. Okay, okay, I do not know why it is not responding.
You just click on the screen, then it will move.
No, I already clicked already. I already clicked.
Then you can move it.
I use this one here next. Okay, so there are, like I said, there are some exceptions, okay? Because you have the hey, hat, and the ayin, okay? So when we take extra vowel, or rather the patah in this case, to help you with the pronunciation. So this is opposite. The vowel sound first, and then only the consonant. Here, you as I mentioned, most of the time is the consonant and then the vowel. Okay, right? But sometimes it is a vowel sound first, then ends with a consonant. Okay, I give you some example. Okay, look at this one here. Rash, consonant. This is a consonant. This is a vowel. Okay, now you look carefully. You got a hat here. This is a consonant. This is a vowel. Okay. Now you do not pronounce this as ruha. Okay, but it's like here, the consonant and the vowel, you do not pronounce it this way, but you pronounce it this way with the vowel first, and then only the consonant. So you pronounce it as ruak, ruak, ruak. Okay, you see ru, okay, and the second one here, the syllable is ak, ak. It starts with the A, the patah here first. You see the patah here first, the vowel here first, and then only followed with the consonant, the hat here. So it's pronounced as ruak, ruak. So this is the exceptions that you see, especially when you have this hey, hat, and ayin. Okay, otherwise, most of the time the pronunciation goes by consonant and then only the vowel. Okay. Okay. So that's where you say the patah is sounded first before the hat. Okay, ruak. Okay, and this is okay. We call this the perti patah. Don't worry about this. Okay, you will know all this later. Okay, so can you try to read this? Can anyone try to read this? Look at the consonant. Remember, the consonant. Look at the nikud and try to form the syllable. Can anyone try the first one? The first
Bara.
bara. Okay, very good. Bara. And then this one, this word.
Elohim.
Elohim. All right. Elohim. Okay. So you have the open syllable. Then okay, this is open syllable. Okay, and then this is a closed syllable. Okay, so it's bara, lo, him. See, easy. Bara Elohim, bara Elohim. Okay, bara Elohim, right? Bara, bara Elohim. Okay, what does that mean? God created. That's in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Okay, bara Elohim. So you will be doing some assignments later where you try to figure out, you know, the consonant and the nikud, and then you form your syllable, and then after that you'll be able to read. Okay, bara Elohim. Okay, Angie, is this your turn now?
You want me to take over? Can. Okay.
Sorry, you want me to do
Okay.
it? Okay, I will
Can
give
I
you the.
take? I can do it. Can do it.
I'll give you the
Okay.
control then. Okay, just hold on. Okay. Can you control it from your side?
No.
Oh,
Oh, can I think.
can, okay.
Okay, let me check and see.
Yes.
Can. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, luggage. Luggage, remember we have an anti-bed and anti-bed. There is a dot that in the cafe baguette letters. So now I'm telling you there are two types of luggage. The luggage, one is called luggage lane, or it's also called luggage car. That's what we have learned. This is the baguette cafe letters. Remember, I told you that these are the letters with the start with B, bed, and then bed and bev, and then got the gimel, and another with one with luggage, one without. Dale, D, K is cup, and P is pay, and T is tab. Okay, these are the 6 letters. And then when they have the dot here, this dot is this beauty dot, because beauty boy is called luggage lane. Why? Is to indicate the plosive pronunciation. That means it's stronger one. without the luggage is a softer one. Okay, this is the one that we have learned. Today, I want to introduce you another luggage. It's also a dot, same type of dot, but this dot is called luggage forte. Two types, luggage lane that you have learned, and today we learn luggage forte. Forte here, it means strong. It also means doubling luggage, because this kind of luggage, it shows that the letters are double. The luggage forte, it also appear in all letters, including these 6 baguette capital letters. Oh, then how am I going to recognize whether these letters is luggage lane and forte? Okay, you will see that. Okay, wait. Before that, these gutturals, these are called guttural letters. Guttural letters, it means that the letters that come up from the foot. That is the aleph, he, het, ain, and also resh. This one, they don't like luggage. All the luggage is reject. So there are normally no luggage in these letters. In luggage forte, we learn about luggage forte first. The consonant with luggage forte carry the same letter 2 times. That's why it's a doubling. Example, this word, VA is va, here, YO, yo, and then aleph silent, NE, me, and ER, me. So it reads as Vayome. When I want to read, I must transliterate first. How? VA or WA, and right here, WA. Well, that is yoke. Yoke is not a luggage lane, and also it's not baguette capital letter. So definitely this dot here, it means luggage forte. That means this Y here, it means there are doubling, 2 Y. Y. So it's Vayome, double Y here. Okay, so the rest is O here, that's YO here, double Y and a column, YYO, and aleph is apostrophe and MER. So I transliterate the whole word here, Vayome. Vayome is a very common word in Hebrew Bible. Vayome Elohim, God say. Vayome Moses, that means Moses said. Also, what about the luggage in baguette capital letters? This luggage in baguette capital, it can be a forte or doubling if it is preceded by a vowel. Preceded, that means before. If before that there's a vowel, then it is a luggage forte letter. Example, the gimel sounds here. Okay, we have a he here, he, ha. And then we have a gimel, I'm not sure whether this one, gimel here is a luggage, is one of the luggage capital letter. Okay, so this dot here, is it a luggage lane or luggage lane or luggage forte? If luggage lane, it just make the sound a bit plosive or stronger. But if forte is doubling, how do I decide that? How do I know that? I look at the rule. The luggage in baguette capital is forte, that's doubling, if it's preceded by a vowel. That means before that, there is a vowel. Look at this gimel. Before this is ha.
Wow.
H-A here. Here, pata is a vowel. Because of this vowel, this luggage letter, it has to be a luggage forte. So it has to be H-A-G-G, G-G double and A. And The rest is the same. Dale here, D-O-L. So I have Haggadah. Oh, Stephen Haggadah, Stephen the Great. Okay, let's see another one. Here, the preceding vowel have a schwa here. I have here M-E, me. Me here is a half vowel, it's not considered a vowel, it's a half vowel. And I have a lamed here, this is a vowel. And then I have a calf here, a schwa is half a vowel, it's not a vowel. Then I come to a calf here with a dot. This is a dagesh. Is it dagesh lene or te? I look before it. Preceding it is a schwa. Schwa is not considered a vowel. It's a half vowel, not full vowel. So this dagesh here is a dagesh lene. It's only one T here, not two T. It's only T, T-O. So this is me-la-to. Means his work. Okay, so how to determine is if the preceding one is a vowel, that means before that is a vowel, then the dot here is a doubling. Dagesh forte or dagesh doubling dagesh. If it's not a vowel, then it is just dagesh lene. Okay, so this principle is important during your transliteration to decide whether this dagesh is a lene or forte. If forte is double, lene is just single, same. Okay, come. Let's see the case of schwa. Remember, schwa is a very short sound. It's only a vowel. Because schwa or schwa, same. It's a half vowel only. So, a simple schwa indicate a non-distinct vowel sound. It's not a proper vowel. It's not full vowel. It's considered as a half vowel. Like here. Now, a consonant, there's a small two dots here, a half vowel. The transliteration is an inverted E. Just like here, the sheen, remember the hand here, the dot is far away, sheen, S-H-E, so it's sh, very light and very soft. And the E here is inverted. Remember, now we have other than schwa here, the two dots, we have composite schwa. Composite schwa, that means it will go together with other vowels like go with patah. We have the hataf patah and also the hataf sego and hataf kamas. This is called composite or compound schwa. It indicates that the vowel is reduced or hataf vowels in gutturals. Example, I have a hey here with a patah, hataf patah. So it's a very short A. So it's ha, very short ha. With a smile here. And this is SHE with a kamas here. Kamas hatu, remember kamas hatu here is O, not A, is show. Very short show. And if I have an aleph with a sego, hataf sego is very short sound. Aleph is recognized, is translated as an apostrophe. Okay, sometimes we pronounce the schwa with sound, vocal, sometimes they do not. How do you determine it? The simple schwa can be vocal with an E here, inverted, that means I will pronounce it as very soft. But sometimes it's not nothing. Okay, the example here is chin with a schwa is sh, very soft. But sometimes it's silent or silent schwa. That means I do not pronounce it at all. No sound. So schwa got two types. One is the vocal, one is the silent. So silent one, I transliterate as a dash here. That means no sound. Don't pronounce it. Don't pronounce it. I will translate as sh dash. That means no sound. How do I determine whether it is a vocal or a silent schwa? There are rules for it. If the schwa, it happens at the beginning of a syllabus. Here is a verb, there is a schwa here, because it's the first consonant, is the beginning. So I must pronounce it. So it's verb. This one is at, so it's the at. Must be pronounced verb. At. Here is the beginning of a syllabus or word. Okay, look at here. I have the here E, and here is the schwa here, ish, and then here there's another one. This is the beginning of another syllabus. Here is one syllabus, one syllable already, ish, and this is another syllabus, is the beginning. So this the beginning is M here, M. So it's also have to pronounce. So M-E, M, ish, maru. So here M is also vocalized. So the rule is at the beginning of a syllabus or a word. This is the beginning of a word. This is the beginning of this syllabus. This one syllabus, this is another syllabus. It's beginning of this syllabus, so I have to pronounce it. If it happens at the end of a syllabus or a word, like this. This is the end, this is one word, and it depends, is at the end of the word, I don't pronounce it. Okay, let's try to read. M-E, me, L-E, le, and then this is calf, K-E, but no sound. So no sound is K and dash. So how do I pronounce as is melek, melek? If I say you are melek, it means you are a king. Melek means king. So if it's at the end of syllabus, here we want to see that how it goes. This is one of the syllabus. T-I, then this is cough. Cough, T-E, I don't pronounce as K. It's silent. So it's T-I-Q, become tick, tick, tikva, tikva. Here, silent. Here, dash is silent. Okay, let's another rule. After a long vowel, this is a, we remember that we have learned about there are some vowel that's long, some are short. So let's see the syllabus here. This is Holomwa, is definitely a long vowel. A long vowel. After this long vowel, I have this schwa and I have to pronounce it. So this one is shin and Holomwa is show. Show, long one. And then I have this schwa. So I have to pronounce this as M-E. E inverted E. So it's so me. And the one is rim. So somerim. I had to pronounce the schwa, somerim.
Angie,
Yeah.
sorry to disturb. I have to go now. So I will make you host and then I need to go and pick up my children.
Okay, sure.
Okay, you're right.
All
Wait,
right.
just hold on. Just want to make you host first.
All right. Okay, I continue. Okay. So after a short vowel,
Okay. Wait. Let me turn off the. Wait. Just hold on. Let me control the. Wait. Let me control the thing first. I turn off the video and the. Okay.
okay. Okay, we continue. After a short vowel. Okay. Look here. Okay, look here. This is a short vowel. Hearing is a short vowel. After the short vowel, if I have a schwa here, this schwa is silent. So I don't pronounce the schwa here. Yolk, and here is E, and then here is SH dash. So it's pronounced as ish, ish. The rest is the same. Here is MOR, more. So ish, more, a short. So how do I remember is that long vocal, short, silent. That's how the way I remember. Doubling schwa. So if I have two schwa at the same one, same place. So in the middle of a word, the first schwa is silent. Got two, one, first silent. And then the second one is vocal. So remember, I always remember, to be a smart person, silent first, then only you talk. So first schwa silent, here's SH silent, SH silent. Second, NE vocal, NE man. So how do I read as? YI, E, then SH, ish. So ish. Here no sir, ish. Second is schwa is vocal, so it's mer. Ish, meru, ish, meru. So I remember first, if there's double schwa, first silent, second vocal. Next, dogged forte with a schwa. If a letter with dogged forte in the middle of the word, I will pronounce it. So, because what? Why do I do that? It's because dogged forte here is doubling. So, from here, I can rewrite as two half here. So, you follow the same rule, first silent, first schwa silent, second vocal. So, it's ki, kids. The, this one must say kit the loo. Become kids the loo. Second is vocal. Kids. Silent here. Second vocal, kids the loo. If the doubling, for doubling schwa at the end of the word, it happens at the end here. Both are silent. So it becomes SHA, sha, ma, and then this is silent, RT. So shamats, both silent. So these are some of the schwa rule. Schwa rule, there are many, but these are the most common one. So this is a very good list for you to learn everything in one class. I will advise you to print out this sheet so that you can remember it easily during your assignment for transliteration. So, recap, If it's at the schwa is beginning, vocal. N, silent. Long, vocal. Short, silent. Isn't it easy? If in the middle of doubling schwa, first silent, second vocal. If end of both one, both also silent. So these are the most common rules, and there are some exceptions here and there. You will learn it later. We learn the main thing first so that you know how to read Bible easily. Okay, so we have taught you about the vowels and also some of the matter rationists. So these are the revision, and this is also a very good chart that you can print out for you to revise. We have the vowel points of tone long, tone short, or reduced, very short, or historical long. Historical long, it means that they have vowel points plus a vowel letter. They have the vowel letter, or you call it consonant. Consonant like he, yo, or ba. These are called historical long. Why you call historical long? Because in the ancient vowels, they appeared in the appear to use it as a vowel, but without the dots. Okay, so let's see. Here we have the commas here. A, the transition A, patha. A is A and A, and the hatha patha is A. And this one is A. So this is the A class vowels. We have the sere, e, sego, 3 dots, hatha sego, the very short one. And we also have the sereyok or segoyok with the arrowhead. This is the E class vowel. And we have also the serehe, segohe, also the same under E class. We got the E class, short one is hirik, and we have the long one is the hirik yok. Next, we got holam, kamas hatov, kamas hatav kamas, and also holam waf. This is the O class. Yes, we have the last one, the kubus and the surat. This is a very good chart that I advise you to print it out to help you with the assignment. We got 5 class, A, E, I, O, U, or R, E, E, O, U, with the long one, short one, reduced one, and also historical long one. This is important for you to remember for the schwa. If it's after the long vowels, long, it has to be vocal. After the short one or reduced one, is silent. Of course, after historical long one, the schwa is vocal. Okay, now is the last part, very last part. You are here learning to read. Let's try. Okay, everybody unmute yourself. Fun time. How do you read these words?
Ve,
Bed. Yes, bird.
ve, ba,
With the, this is beginning, so it has to be vocal.
Yeah.
It's the, be, and then this one.
Right.
Okay, unmute and read.
Bad.
Rare, R-E, rare, with a silent here. Aleph, rare. Remember, transliterate. R-E here, sere is E with a bar here, and Aleph with an apostrophe. Next is T, yes, S-H-I, she, here, and a T. So it's she.
S,
And then here is no, this is a tab without a W, so it's TH, she. So it's bear, rare, she. Okay, read together. Bear, bear, rare, sheep. So Hebrew is to be read from right to left. So
Parashit.
it's
Parashit.
Bereshit. When we transliterate to English, we have to write from left to right.
Parashit in the
So
beginning
it's
and end.
Bereshit. Okay. So this is your assignment that you have to write this Hebrew word into this Bereshit. So at first you go consonant by consonant. After that, you continue the whole thing, become the whole words. Bereshit. Bereshit. It means in the beginning. Okay, let's try again. Okay, everybody unmute yourself. Read to me. Ba, right.
Ba.
And this is Hamas, must be B-A with a ba.
Ba.
Next,
Re.
Ra.
Re.
Ra. Yes, this is R and A. Always read the consonant first. Ra, R, A. This is Hamas. So it has to have a A with a dash. A bar here and apostrophe. Bara. So we transliterate as bara with an apostrophe. Bara. It means created. Okay, let's try. What is? This is Ataf Sego Island. So with a E with a smile and a apostrophe. This one?
Low. Low.
Low. Transliteration is
Low.
L-O with a bar here. Next,
Him. Elohim.
correct.
Him.
Here, K with the Kirikyo. Kirikyo is I with a arrowhead or circumflex and M. Him. Elohim. Then after one syllabus, you transliterate, you combine them into a word. Elohim. What's the meaning?
God.
God. God. Elohim. Okay, let's try again. This one.
Ego.
Read.
Eh.
At. Here silent. Apostrophe. And E is Sere. E with a bar. And this is H. At. At is an object marker that English do not have such thing. It's an object marker in Hebrew. That means after at, an object. Example, I kick a ball. A ball is an object. So in Hebrew, you'll be at and then word ball. This is something interesting about Hebrew and unique. Don't have in English. We call this object marker. That means before the object, this word will come up. That indicate that the next word is an object. Okay, read this. You are right. This one. Sha. What is this?
This is who?
Luggage, lene or forte.
Okay.
Why do you say it's forte, not lene?
Why they say the rule?
Why is it a forte?
She don't have a luggage lane.
Because in front is a
It's a double.
Yeah, right.
It's a double.
Because it's definitely a double because this is not a baguette letter. Definitely it has to be a luggage forte.
Oh, okay.
Because luggage lane only happen in baguette capital letters. For Shin, it is not a baguette capital letter. So definitely it's forte. So there'll be one Shin here and there's actually a double Shin here. That means it will be SH. A here, and this is read
Man.
this color
Me.
ma, M-A, ma.
Oh,
This one, blue one,
give,
yim.
give,
So we have
Asha. Asha.
Asha,
Asha, him,
Asha,
him.
ma, yim.
Asha,
Mahim. Asha Mahim.
Yes. So I translate ma,
Asha,
yim.
Asha,
Here, Dagesh, they. If I separate out, if I analyze it, this is double. So is hush. Like first one is here is first one is because doubling, remember? The first one is silent. Hush Shamaim. Shamaim. I hope one day, I wish that I'm sure one day I will go to Hashamaim. Do you know where is that?
Heaven.
Heaven.
Yeah, right. Are you going?
Yes.
Good. So the final one, this is assignment. We will like you to transliterate Genesis 1, verse 1 to verse 6. So this now is actually Genesis 1, 1. And now you will translate. If you are able to translate Genesis 1 to 1:6, you can read the whole Bible. We are having here to, it's really true. It's really true because it happens in me and many others who really put in effort. If you don't do the assignment, I will say sorry, you may not able to. But if you do the assignment, I'm sure you are able. So let me teach you further on this. This is, I will put in the chat group a little while. This verse, Genesis 1:1.
Thank you, Jesus.
Like that are so long, how to
Praise the
translate.
Lord.
So just like I taught you, you will just go, what you
So
do is that,
wasted.
Too much noise, I can't hear.
okay, everybody please silent, please be yourself, yeah? Okay, this Genesis, I will give you this verse, you are asked to transliterate. How you do that? You just do what I taught you. So what you do is that you read the Genesis from right to left, and then after you read it, you copy the first word to your single line paper. Now you are graduate, you can use single line paper to write it. That's why I say that it's very important you pass out the first assignment. Only you know how to write and write correctly, whether it's fat or thin. So now this assignment, you read the whole word. The first whole word here is this Bereshit. So after you write the whole words, you analyze one syllabus, like just now I taught you. The first one, sorry, because of the writing here, the vowels run off already. You run away. It's supposed to be, there's a swa here. So you analyze. The first one is bad plus focus swa. So you divide your paper into 3 columns. Here, small one, and then a longer one, and the transliteration, another line. So 3 column here. The first column, the first line, you write down the first word. Then you analyze. The first one is bad with focus swa. You write that bad plus focus swa. Then transliteration is that is B. Swa is vocal because beginning, you put there E inverted. Then you go to the next one. Next one is R, rash. And then suppose there's swa here because of my computer, sorry, technical error. Supposed to be a rash plus sere. So its translation is R-E with a bar here. Next is Aleph, silent. This apostrophe. And here, she, shin, hiriyok. Suppose to have hiriyok here, sorry. Hiriyok, you write that shin plus hiriyok. Then SH here is I with an arrowhead here. And T, ta is TH. So after you write this, you combine it. The next line, you combine it. Bear, rare, sheep. So put together. Bear, sheep. What does it mean, bear, sheep? You will Google and find it out. Okay, I'll continue
In the
first.
beginning.
So we are teaching you only to read. After you read, the meaning here you have to Google out. So what I mean is that you transliterate every syllabus, then you combine them to become a word. You combine them to become a word, then you leave it there, and then later I'll teach you how to Google. Then you go to the next one. The next one is bara, same thing, it repeats. First one is bed plus commas, transliterate. Second one is rash plus commas, transliterate. Aleph, put the translate. Combine all this, become bara. What's the meaning? Check in the Google. You repeat the process and then find out the meaning. How? You may download, it's called Bible Hub apps. Bible Hub apps, and then you just either you use online computer or your handphone. Also, it works. I prefer computer, but you can, it works as well in your handphone. Called Bible Hubs app. You just write down there Genesis 1:1. The whole thing will come up. The transliteration and also the meaning. So in the meaning, you write it down. This is Bereshit, it means in the beginning. Bara, it means created. And you repeat the whole thing until the whole verse. The end. Okay, question time. Any question? So, okay, well, excuse me. So, very important. If you are serious in it, you do the translation. Then you you will do verse by verse. We will give you the Hebrew verse, Genesis 1:1. You do the transliteration. Then you post on our chat group. Then we will give you the model answer for you to check answer. And then after you check answer, if you don't understand, you are always welcome to check. Then we will guide you through 6 verses. After you finish the 6 verses, I'm sure you are able to read any Hebrew verse. But it's a biblical Hebrew, not modern Hebrew. Modern Hebrew without vowels, I also don't know how to read. Forget about it. We are learning Hebrew. Okay, the biblical Hebrew. Okay, any question? Question time? We have finished the lesson?
No, you have none. I have no questions. Thank you.
So please pass out the assignment. Okay, thank you. Any questions just now? Somebody got questions?
We'll try to pass out. Now I see Tauge only.
Yeah. Okay.
I
I
see
give you the
Tauge, not
tips.
Tauge.
Yeah, I understand. I did see Tauge too. I give you the tips. How do you learn? First is the consonant or the Tauge. You must familiarize. This is not exam. So it's open book. So you revise with the one that I told you that the very important, the information slip. So you revise, you just look at that. What is this? Oh, this is Lamed. You just go according to the information slip, go one by one. Oh, this is Mem. Oh, this is Man Sophie. You just go according to the slip, then you write down. Then the next thing is the vowel. The vowel also, we have give you the slides. You print out the important slides. I told you the few one that you have to, the summary. So, or this is Seria, or this is Patha. Well, how to transliterate? So
Mm.
you match. You have consonant, you got vowels, then translate, just mix and match, and you got the answers. After you got the answers, to find out meaning, you go to, you just type in the Bible Hub apps, you will get the meaning. Okay, here our aim is teach you how to read only. Once you know how to read, it's a breakthrough method. You know how to read, then you can find out the Bible. You find out, and then if you want to know more, there are two ways of getting more, learn more. One is you go to attend a formal class. If you want to attend formal class, I will recommend you the BTS in Penang. There are Mr. Wong is a my lecturer is a very good lecturer. Another thing is that you can do self-discovery. Self-learning online. There are a series of one that is very good. It's called Aleph Bet, that is very easy to follow. Another one that is more in-depth but very solid and good is called Bill Barrick. I did follow Bill Barrick and also Aleph Bet. I'm learning online. Later, I check myself into a attend formal class. And until now that I'm still learning. Okay, so now start with doing the assignment. After learning doing assignment, you can read. You have to be just like a baby step, kindergarten like that. B, A, or this is B, this is A, B, A, ba. This is P, this A, P, A, pa, ba, pa, something like that. So you do step by step. After you know how to do the translation, you know how to read. Then it's a breakthrough method that you know how to read, and you can continue to further doing the grammar using other methods. Okay. Any
Okay.
other questions?
How many more lessons are we supposed to attend?
Oh no, we are here is only a kickstart. We are only giving you kickstart, very basic Hebrew. That means teaching you to read only.
Understand. How
Read
many
only.
lessons total?
No more. Finish. This is the last one.
Oh, today is the last one, and we just pass out the
After
assignment
you
to be
pass
okay.
up the assignment, you can read. And then in order to go further yourself,
Oh,
you can
understand.
do formal class, or you follow some online material. There's a series that I will put in the chat for you if you want.
Thank you. So 2 lessons only. Okay.
Only
thanks.
2 lessons you can read. Isn't it marvelous?
Thank
Read
you
only
so
lah. Well, because they are using traditional way to teach. Like Stephen, they attend the traditional way. He told me that they learn how they emphasize on grammar, and they take 3 to 4 months to learn how to read. 3 to 4 months, and now you are taking 2 weeks to read. So this is the first step to learn Hebrew. Okay. Any other questions?
Thank you
If
so
no
much.
question, then I hope that you all will spend some time to do your assignment. Then we are here to help you. We have so many groups so far that those who are doing assignment, they will catch up. Oh, another one is the reading. How you practice reading. Every Wednesday, and I'm joining the Wednesday group. That sometimes I think also about Saturday or whatever group. We post in a group. You can just come in, and then from don't know how to read, we learn how to read. Now many of us can read very well the whole Bible.
Okay.
We are reading now. That is you can come and practice reading.
Okay. Thank you.
That one is a long-term one. Every week we have this our ministry that we are doing it every week. That one is another teacher Rita. I'll be there also for Wednesday class.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions?
No, but today more things to remember.
Yes. don't worry, we'll post the recorded video. I will
Mm.
give you all the slides for you. For me, that the way I learn is that I will pick out the PowerPoint so that I can go through, and
Mm.
then especially the important one, I will magnify it, and then I do my assignment, and that's where I learn how to read.
Thank you for giving us all the tips. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, shalom.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Shalom. Bye-bye.
God bless all of you.
Thank you, Angie. God bless you.
God bless all of you.
Thank you.
We can do it. We can do it. Jayo.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
thank you, Angie. Bye.
Surely,
Thank
I know
you.
that if you just put your heart in it, surely you can do it. And we are here to help you, to journey along with you. Okay, shalom.
Shalom.